5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're here. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. This is Kim.
And I'm Jess.
And we are the girls from Iwannabedifferent. And we are here to discuss our weekend, right?
Yes.
We made it through another weekend. And we are smiling because that's a wonderful thing. We made it through.
That's weird.
I didn't have any coffee today, so that's not the thing. I think it could be the heat, you think? We're out here in 93-degree weather.
It's pretty hot.
So, yeah. What happened this weekend?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So my weekend, I try to like come back and, think about what actually happened. I know we've talked about this,
Yeah.
or we can go spy and you're like, what happened? So I wrote everything broke.
This is going to be interesting. I haven't even heard this, so yeah.
No, so, well, my husband Joel wanted to get some fans, so he did that for the kids' room. So he's very handy, construction guy, thank God for that.
Yeah.
And so he's going to put up these fans, but the toilet broke, and then his weed eater broke, and it was just, everything broke.
Seriously?
So
Poor Joel.
we'll
What
be
kind of
praying
mood
for
is
him.
he in?
I think it's almost comical now. And he's excited because he may get a new weed eater.
Nice.
Yeah. So everything broke. So you just have to kind of, I don't get upset about the stuff anymore. I just kind of laugh about it. No. If it was my car, I may cry, but,
Put it out there.
No. I rebuke that. But I think that one thing that I was found myself thinking about over the weekend was wanting to be better, just a better. I think we do that where we want to be a better mom and a better wife and better at this and better at that. And so we're thinking about how are we going to do that. And one of my things that I struggle with is I'm not a morning person. No. Yeah. So this could have happened for a reason. Don't call us before. No.
Sleep.
Yeah. But I'm not a morning person, and the lawnmower is loud. So he's back.
Oh my God! Again, I just realized that when you said it. Okay, he wants to be in the video. We're gonna get him in here.
Yeah, he would be good. I tend to be late on things, later than I want to be. Like, I think we all have an ideal. Like, in a perfect world, I would be like, get up at 5, I would get ready, probably have like a half hour at least devotional with the Lord, prayer time. My kids would just get themselves dressed.
Fall right in line with
and then I would just go on my merry way and be here at work at probably 7:30.
You want to be here that early?
No.
Okay.
But I do. I want to leave early.
Okay.
I told you my hours are 9 to 3. So
that's when they get the best out of her, 9 to 3. Just so you know. I hope. Oh God.
It's over now.
I didn't realize what I just did.
So all that to say, so that's where my brain was going, and I just, I started thinking about how can I do that, and I started getting caught up into my, like, how can I do this, and how can I make it happen, and I'm going to make it happen, and I realized that I did that a long time with church. Like, I would go on Sunday, and I've always had a problem with my mouth, like, spouting off things, saying things. I'm sure there's nobody like that. But I would say things. So on Sunday, pastor would give a word and I'd feel convicted. And so then I'd say, I'm not going to talk in any meetings for the rest of this week. I'm not going to say a word. Even if they ask me, I'm not going to say anything. And so, but then here it would be Monday and here I'd be like, meh, meh, meh. So, Yeah. So I decided that I wasn't going to go back there, that I was going to learn from that mistake of doing that for a long time, trying to fix myself my way. And I was going to say, okay, God, help me. So I decided that, and I've been kind of asking him to do that, but then I realized that I hadn't really, all I kept saying was, help me, God. Help me, God. But then it was kind of like the Holy Spirit said, duh, you need a plan. Like, you need to, like, make a plan on how you can get here earlier. Like, you need to set your clothes out.
So he was giving you practical things to do.
Hello. Yeah. So.
And he will. He will. Yep.
So that was what I learned over the weekend. Yeah.
No, that's good.
So now I have to work on a plan.
Yeah, and we should have you to follow up as well on how that's going.
That's a good idea.
We should have you to follow up so we can be a great example for our listeners. Well, my weekend, was good. Friday when I left here, I did some shopping, and I like to do that. I found that as I get older, I really, really enjoy that. And now in my marriage, as we were talking about different stages of marriage and things that, didn't start off in the beginning of the marriage, it's kind of taking effect now. My husband's giving me a little budget, and it ain't much. I mean, because some people...
But it's a start.
Yes, it is. It ain't much. I mean, well, you know what? Like I told him, it's much to me,
That's good.
And so he's giving me a little budget, and I go just to this, just little shop that I want to do. Plato's Closet, and I love it. I really, really love it. And I mean, things there are like $5, $8, and I just thumb through stuff. So I realized that on the way home, I really enjoy that now that I'm older. I think that's another free therapy for me, being able to do that. And the fact that my husband, I love that he knows that I enjoy that, and he honors that. And all he asks me to do is just stay within my budget.
Yes.
That he gives me. And in the beginning, I'm gonna say, I would, like, stuff would call me, and I'd be like, oh, I want to get that.
Call your name.
Yes.
Bye.
Like, yes.
Bye.
And so I would be a little bit disobedient in that, and it would cause us to get have a little tension there. But I had to realize that this is something that he was asking me to do, and I had to respect that.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I got home. My daughter was back. She had a sleepover with one of her cousins, and she was there, so we were all like family. And you know what? Another thing, I didn't have to cook. You remember I talked about that whole thing on Fridays. I didn't have to cook. My husband had actually picked up Chinese food, and I don't really do Chinese food, but he knows when he goes there that I'll get like the duck legs or like the vegetable mix. So he got the duck meat, but it was duck wings, and they weren't the best. They were kind of dry, and it was another moment for me to see how I was going to handle this, because he went and picked it up. So I had to, either let him know. I had to find the right moment to say, these weren't so good, or should I have not said anything at all?
Yes.
Did I need a moment? So I studied him, and just to kind of see, but I ate them against my better judgment. They were okay. They weren't the best thing for Friday evening, coming home from work. And I ate them, and I just kind of jokingly said, oh boy, no, you probably don't want to get those for me anymore. So, because I'm trying to feel him out to make sure I don't want to hurt his feelings, and he's, not that his feelings get hurt a lot. He's very like choleric personality, and just everything is everything. But I didn't want to give him that, how sometimes you can make people feel like, I don't want to do anything for her. Because she's always complaining, and I didn't want to give him that, when I get to the Chinese place, she's not going to like this. Mm-hmm. So, but I jokingly said it, and he was like, okay, that's cool. He's easy, and so he just walked away. But I'm just learning so many things in marriage. And I was thinking, even on the way here today, that a lot of things we do talk about in our marriage, because that's where God has us. These are where most of our, like you said, you want to spiritually mature. This is where it takes place. This is our life. This is what we're doing now. But these things go for any type of relationship, I believe, that you want to be successful. You have to, respect people when they ask you to do something, or you communicate something to them. You want them to respect you as well. So I think that's what's going on in my marriage, and I'm learning that. Did I have anything else? Yeah, I think that's it. But we relaxed, and we also learned, this thing over the weekend, I'm going to tell you, with our kids. My husband was taking the girls to the zoo. He was going to take Amina Amina is my oldest. He was going to take her to the zoo because her and a friend were going. So he was like, I don't want them there alone. Okay. And so I'm going to take Liberty. And so Liberty done something Friday night, and he was like, well, I'm not going to take her. But he ended up taking her. And so we kind of got to talking about that. We were like, babe, you know what? Our kids feel entitled because we opened the door for them to. And we had to realize that as parents. And he was like, yeah, I know. He said, I didn't want Liberty to stay here with you because you have to work, and didn't want Amina to go by herself. And I was like, yeah, you were kind of in a pickle right there. But it just, you know, it just kind of let us know. It just kind of shined the light on something that we can work on in our parenting. You know, and just goes to show that parenting, you learn together. You learn together, because my husband was like, yeah, babe, you're right. It's like, because they were just, I mean, even my oldest daughter that day, like, Daddy, well, what time are we leaving? And I told my friend that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And, you know, and we're like, wait a minute. They were just like working our nerves. Even with me, you know, working that Saturday morning, they were working our nerves. So, but we realized that in our parenting that, you know, some things that we don't like about them, we kind of probably foster that unknowingly. But you know what, after you get into this book, God starts showing you stuff, and some of it kind of makes you feel like
it just makes you more aware of things.
Yeah,
and you're like,
that is exactly what it is. Yeah,
that's happening.
Yeah, and it doesn't make you a bad parent because you get to a place where you're like, oh my goodness, I made that mistake. I think it's wonderful when God shows us, because we can put them on the right path.
Yeah, we can just get better.
Yep.
Better as parents.
Oh,
so,
yeah. No, that was basically my weekend, just learning, just knowing when to say what. And we girls, we need to get that. Yes, we just need to get that together. We really, really do. It'll make so many relationships good, with our bosses, with the person at the gas station who's got an attitude, and you feel like you want to say something to them to put them in their place. It just, I'm telling you, that mouth, and you can't do like Jess and just say, I ain't saying nothing to nobody.
It doesn't work, because Monday morning you're gonna be saying something to somebody. Yeah,
just gotta let God do
I think somebody had a quote on Facebook that said, just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you need to tell everyone about it or whatever. So, or something to that effect. So yeah, sometimes we just need to hold it in.
That's true.
I think more than not, I've found.
Yes, it's
even
okay.
still, like, I still screw up all the time.
It's okay to not have something to say. It really is. Yeah. So, no, that was good. And we, once again, hope that you were empowered to change something, do something better, pick
Realize
up your Bible.
You're not alone.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. In this, because the struggle is real.
Don't call us before.
Yeah, before, I don't know. But just, well, don't call us. But no, I'm just kidding. No, but you can check us out.
Yeah, you can check us out. Because we can do that on our own time. No, on Facebook. Yes. Subscribe on YouTube, or we will post to Instagram.
And thank you, subscribers. The people that have already subscribed, thank you so much. We hope the videos are blessing you. And you can leave comments, questions, anything like that.
Yeah,
okay?
we love your encouragement.
Alrighty. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.